The frozen expanse of the Russian Arctic stretches endlessly, a vast sheet of cracked ice under a steel-gray sky, wind howling as snow flurries whip across the surface. In the distance, a heavily fortified terrorist base looms, its concrete structures half buried in snowdrifts, surrounded by chain-link fences topped with razor wire. Dominic Toretto's black Dodge Charger, modified with EMP, armored panels, roars through the breached entrance, tires crunching over snow and metal. The car's exhaust belches steam into the frigid air as it accelerates toward the submarine dock. Dom's Charger skids to a halt directly below the sub. An explosive electromagnetic pulse ripples outward in invisible waves, crashing down a chopper hovering above. Emergency lights erupt from control panels within the sub as it reboots. Meanwhile, the rest of the team breaches the base from another angle. Luke Hobbs' heavy-duty international truck, outfitted with a snowplow blade, smashes through a side concrete. Guards take positions as they open fire in an effort to secure their base. Gunfire erupts from all sides. Guards on elevated platforms unleash volleys, bullets sparking off metals. Hobbs leaps from his truck, his massive frame charging into a group of soldiers. Letty uses her rifle to bash a guard while she battles another abled assailant. Alarms scream as they search frantically, cabinets labeled in Russian, countdown timers ticking on missile consoles. Roman yanks open panels, wires sparking, until he locates the guidance chip, ripping it free just as the nuke's arm with an ominous hum. Inside the base's control room, screens glitch as Cipher's hackers regain control of the submarine. The massive vessel powers up fully, its conning tower piercing through the ice with a thunderous crack, shards flying like shrapnel. Outside, the chase explodes onto the open ice. Enemy vehicles, snowmobiles with mounted guns, armored trucks, and tanks pour from the base, tires and treads kicking up snow plumes. The team's convoy races southwest toward the sea lock, a massive underwater gate at the bay's mouth. Roman's Lamborghini skids wildly, its low clearance struggling on the uneven ice, bright orange paint making it a glaring target. Bullets riddle the surface around it, cracking the ice into spiderwebs. Hobbs' truck takes point, plowing through a blockade, metal crumpling as it shoves enemy vehicles aside. A missile truck locks on, its launcher swiveling with a mechanical whir. Rockets streak through the air, exploding in fireballs that melt ice into steaming pools. Roman's Lamborghini hits a thin patch. The ice buckles beneath it, the car plunging partially into freezing water. Cable shooting out to hook the driver's seat. With a roar, Hobbs hauls it free the door with Roman hanging to it before the Lamborghini submerged down the frozen water. Dom rejoins the fray. He accelerates into the pack, ramming an enemy tank that spins out of control while launching missiles indiscriminately at his own peers, ensuing massive explosion. Parallel to the chaos on the ice, high above in the clouds, Cipher's untraceable plane soars, as it's being breached by Deckard Shaw and his brother, while its sleek fuselage cuts through turbulence. Inside the dimly lit cargo hold, Deckard Shaw and his brother Owen infiltrate stealthily. Deckard, clad in black tactical gear, moves like a shadow, taking out guards with high efficiency. Owen follows, taking out more guards one at a time as he heads towards the cockpit. More guards rush in, rifles ready. Deckard explodes into action, flipping over a crate to deliver a spinning kick to one's chest, sending him crashing into glass table. Bullets fly, ricocheting off metal as Deckard dodges and counter. He snatches a baby carrier from a hidden compartment. The infant inside coos softly amid the violence. Guards close in, Deckard shields the child body as a human shield against gunfire. Back on the ice, the submarine fully surfaces, its bow ramming upward like a breaching whale, ice shattering in explosive bursts. Torpedoes launch from below, detonating on the surface, shattering ice and creating craters that swallow enemy vehicles. In a climactic surge, The sub with a heat signal targets Dom directly. Ice erupts in a violent upheaval. Dom's car accelerates towards a hill covered in snow it flung into the air, then makes a U-turn. As the missile streaks toward him, with no escape, he accelerates straight at the sub, ramping off its emerging hull. The car vaults over the massive vessel, the missile following and slamming into the sub's side. A fireball erupts, engulfing the submarine in flames that melt surrounding ice into steaming pools. The crew converges, their cars forming a protective circle as the sub's remnants burn in the distance, forming a massive cloud from the ensuing explosion. The Arctic silence returns, broken only by the crackle of dying fires and the distant groan of settling ice. The landscape scarred with craters and debris under the fading aurora lights.